When we talk about work, the most important thing is that you bring your passion and dream into your work. These two interviewees will show you how young ladies work with dreams and patience. Melissa Hu Pei-ying is a dessert baker and the owner of a cafe named Cream Custard. Before Melissa started her own business, she worked for 4 places to make dessert. Why she chooses to be a dessert baker?
Actually, all started when I was young. I would go over to my aunt's place to help her with dessert, like home-baked cookies and stuff. And that's when I began to find my interest in baking. And that's when I decided after my O's, I decided to proceed on with pastry and baking. And that's when I decided to move on to the patissier and other workplace to know, to gain experience, to know what is it like in the outside world and everything.
In fact, running a cafe is a heavy work. Melissa should bake every day. So what's the meaning of dessert in her mind?
I just think that it's just a food. I would everything behind the food, cause everyone can make anything. Yeah, but it's whether do they actually appreciate it or not. So for my case, I would want people to know that everything's made with love. Everything we tried here is actually we tried over and over again just to get the correct one and the exact one that we wanted to sell to customers. So at least they will know what kind of taste bud are we creating and stuff for them.
Lo Wen-chi is a Hong Kongese girl now working in Mount Elizabeth Hospital as a junior nurse. In her middle school, she worked as a long-term volunteer in community center. In that time, she started to touch the healthcare industry and she wanted to be a nurse. Even this is the first year that she became an official nurse. She already had a lot of internship experience and worked in 3 hospitals. So how does she think of the difference between her imagination of nurses' work in her middle school and the real nurses' work she has experienced?
Before I joined nursing, I thought being a nurse is about taking care of patients, provide treatments, wait until they recover and then send them home. But then after I start work, I realized it's not just about that, especially after my oncology posting in cancer ward. Not all the patients can recover. Some of the patients, they are already in their end stage of life. The medications, treatments, therapies won't help them much. So all we can do is provide palliative care. Is very important. Mentally prepare them how to go through this stage of life. Not only the patient, but the family and the friends also. Guide them, teach them how to face this situation.
In future, she wants to continue working in Singapore and move on to a government hospital to get more experience and knowledge.
When people know I'm a nurse, it's either they're very thankful to us, appreciate what we do, or they think nurses is a very low standard job. We work just like a maid. If you ask me what I think about my job, I think not only nurses, all the medical field professionals are handling lives and deaths every day. Even though sometimes we may think it's boring because we are repeating the same thing every day, taking parameters, check their blood pressure, serve the same medications, do all the paperwork. But we know every little thing can make a big difference.